hallelujah, 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 neshama. My holy brother in Chicago, thank you for teaching me that song. Hallelujah, neshama hallelujah, 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 neshama, shama hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. So the song means, let every single soul praise God. May every single soul praise God. I guess when we start realizing what God's doing for us, then we can start praising Him. You know, like it's kind of hard to say thank you and like say how great somebody is if you don't see the greatness in them, right? It's like, you know, you see your spouse or your friend and you're kind of annoyed. It's like someone comes along and says like, yeah, praise them. I don't even see, you know, what should I praise them for? They've been a jerk to me lately. Well, the same thing, I guess, with God. We want our souls to recognize all the goodness is being done to us, every little thing. There's so many things, and I wish my mind would, you know, wake up and smell the coffee and the roses and the sugar and the creamer and the mugs and the the 15,000 kinds of non-dairy milk at Whole Foods. You know, we're living in abundance. We're living in like a king's treasure chest, and half the time we're grumpy. Explain that. Now, we learned from this holy little dude that yesterday he gave us the quote from Rebbe Nachman Tzaddik, Zechut Yagen Alenu v'kol Am Yisrael Toch Kol HaTzadikim Amiti, which we should come to really appreciate the spiritual great one. So peace heals. When your own world is fractured, increase your knowledge of God. It will spawn inner peace. When the outside world is fractured, promote the search for truth. It will spawn universal peace. And spawn, I don't know about you, but it's not, I mean, sure, the Hebrew word is a great Hebrew word. It's, I think it's spawn eggs, right? In English, spawn eggs. I'm gonna have a little biology project and spawn some eggs. So, okay. So let's put it into slightly different language of peace heals. When your own world is broken and you feel broken and you feel like your world around you, world is broken, your own world, things are not going right, you're not getting the job, people aren't understanding you, you're not able to move forward, you're disconnected, you can't find a partner, you can't feel God, you can't study, you can't even practice your therapy tools, right? You just can't. So your outside world is fractured. Fine. Next, increase your knowledge of God. It will, I got this backwards actually. Fine. When your own world is fractured, your inner world, inside you feel broken, inside you feel stuck, frozen, powerless, helpless. You feel disconnected from yourself. You feel like there's this cacophony going on inside. Nobody's playing together. Like everybody's got their own, what do you call him? This dude, the conductor. Everyone's got their own conductor inside, and everybody's, and that relates to yesterday's idea they taught us of answer insult with silence. Right now, those two people are marching to a different drummer. One guy is dealing out an insult, and the other guy is spitting back, and they're definitely not in concert with each other, right? So when my own inner world is fractured, there's all this crazy conflict and difficulty inside, then increase your knowledge of God. Meaning, Rabbi Arush Shlita says that that what we all really need is das, spiritual awareness, and knowledge of God, knowing the truth, exploring like the deeper parts of the world, of what's really going on in our lives and inside us, is knowledge of God. And really, whether it's through meditation or studying text or through deep conversations, that when we really become to know God, meaning we internally know of spiritual awareness, then it brings about inner peace. Because peace is when everybody harmonizes, when the orchestra is following the same conductor, the same higher conductor, and then peace comes inside. And it's like sometimes you see in therapy that a person whose parents fought their whole life when they were a kid, there's this constant conflict. That's exactly what they internalize in their mind. They have this they have this internalized conflict downloaded into their mind, and there's no peace. And one part of them is fighting the other part of them, and it's tormenting them, and it's hard. Our hearts should go out to such a person. They don't even see it. You're walking down the street, and you're probably the person just put up a beautiful picture on Facebook, and you're like, man, that guy's got a great life. Or that girl is super, got everything. Well, you didn't know about that inner stuff that's going on, and it's not pretty. People don't like to share this stuff. They're embarrassed. They don't look at it as like, yeah, this is what I want to put up on Facebook. Yeah, everybody check this out. I'm in pain. Hey, everybody, check me out. I am in massive pain and shame. You like anyone like to see that? Yeah. You want to date me? Yeah. All right. So anyhow, so that's inner peace. We have to somehow get that inner conflict to harmonize and unify different things. So when the outside world goes on to teach here, when the outside world is broken, promote the search for truth. It will bring about universal peace. So we're saying when I'm conflicted inside, then I need awareness of what's really going on. And like my friend said earlier today, that when we're aware of the other side, we start to understand and work together, and vice versa. We begin to be able to be together, right, and enjoy each other so much. So, but outside, like let's say my boys are having a fight, and whatever, fighting over whatever it is. So if we promote the search for truth, meaning you got to find out what really happens. As like kids, they can't stand it when parents and teachers don't find out like the real truth. And then they're like, okay, you're in trouble and you're grounded and you have to take the garbage out. Or they're at school, or like, okay, you get detention and you have to erase the board. And they're like, what? That's not right. What are you doing? Well, if we took the time, and it's hard to find the time if you're a teacher and a parent, to make the time to like really search for the truth. Hey, what really happened? And what's your side? What really happened? And to really come to see the two sides and the misunderstandings and the misperceptions, and then to bring about peace. Aaron and Moses' brother, Aaron, who always Rodev Shalom, he would search for peace. He would go after peace. And peace by seeing the truth, seeing a bigger picture, and working towards that and guiding people to that. And that brings about world peace, because when everybody gets spiritual awareness, and people and teachers teach and guide us and awaken us. Thank you, Rabbi Ars. Thank you, Rabbi Brody. Thank you to all the other special people who've taught my family and us, that it brings us higher, and we see other people's perspectives. And then it's like, where I see what somebody's going through, do you really want to like spit on them 10 times? No. Is your ego really worth it right now? I mean, half the marital problems are we don't see each other. And once we see each other, we're like, whoa, man, they're having a bad day. I don't want to add on to that. So then peace comes about. Okay. So we'll keep working on this. thank you for, if you're listening right now, thank you for persevering.